Excuse me, Vindicator. Can I have a word? The request for aid and supplies never cease.
Fala pessoal, de boa, continuando a nossa gameplay do Starfield de onde paramos. Se estiverem gostando do conteúdo, deixa o like, se inscreva no canal pra dar aquela força e vamos lá, né? A gente tava indo ali pra área médica, né, aqui de Varum, e aí acabamos iniciando mais uma missão.
The disaster may be behind us now, but we face a whole new type of change. Thank you for stopping to talk to me. My name is Lijana Dulkev. Normally, I would ask how I can help you, but under the circumstances, I'm the one who needs help. I oversee the delivery of goods to those living outside the city. Unfortunately, I lost one of my couriers to the recent catastrophe. I have sought a replacement, but extra hands are in desperately short supply. I appreciate your sympathy. I wouldn't normally seek help from someone I don't know. However, I am not above admitting my situation. The truth is, this is about more than just a business transaction. It is very important to me that someone makes these deliveries as soon as possible. With every rising and setting of the great star, yes. And often at midday as well. Perhaps the great serpent has guided your path to me in answer to my prayers. The truth is, I am new to this position. When I assumed these duties, it was impressed upon me that I would carry a great burden. The Ministry has never failed to make a timely delivery. Our reputation in this regard is flawless. That reputation and my position are both now in jeopardy. The delay has been too long already. If the situation is not resolved soon, the people will begin to lose faith in us. I cannot allow that. It is my duty to uphold our high standards. Time is wasting, so I will get to the point. I would like you to be my new courier. Our deliveries are paid upon arrival. You can keep the payments for yourself. The Ministry of Commerce has a sterling reputation, and it is my duty to uphold it, no matter the cost.
I think that we should help her. Those supplies might be important, perhaps even vital.
They are indeed, and our customers have been waiting far too long to receive them. Please tell me that you will accept. Don't force me to beg on my knees where all can see. Only 3 packages, hardly a burden. With that being said, it is a dangerous time to travel outside the city, so be vigilant. That's correct. Just make the deliveries and collect payment. There's no need to report back. The money is yours to keep. Saving our reputation is payment enough for me. You have lifted a great weight from my shoulders. I thank you. Here are the packages. One is for Alikja Dalka, who you can find at a nearby growth farm. Another is for Firan Nostal, who is working on some repairs at Hamati Station. The last is for Lazim Balian, who can be found at the shrine to the north of the city. May the Great Serpent grant you swift and safe travels.
Essa missão aqui ela é bem tranquila, porque a gente só vai fazer ali 3 entregas, então é você ir nas localizações, conversar com os personagens e fazer ali a entrega. E acabou, tá? Não tem muito segredo não, é mais uma coisa aí que você vai ir para um lado para o outro e conversar ali com os próprios NPC e completar a missão.
You think the serpent I was out here when the calamity happened?
The days can be long for a farmer, but there is nothing I'd rather do. Hello there. I don't know your face. Are you lost? Well, I know you don't work here. You also haven't attacked me, so being lost is the most sensible reason for your presence here. A growth farm isn't exactly the kind of place people seek out for a leisurely visit. I can think of only one reason the Ministry of Commerce would send someone here. You must be the new courier. I know that Lijana has been desperate to find a replacement. It's very sad what happened to the previous courier. His name was Shamid. He was a radiant soul, full of life and joy and dreams. All of it stolen away in the blink of an eye to hear it told. Yes, I was. After making a delivery, he often stayed for a bowl of stew and tell me the news of the city. He would always have a new joke that he'd share. He had a gift for humor and telling stories. Sometimes I would laugh so much that my sides would ache for hours. I will miss him. Oh, good. It's definitely the right package then. I spent a small fortune on these spices. They're some of the rarest we have, as well as the most pungent. Cooking is my great joy, and the proper use of seasonings is the most important part. Thank you for this. Oh, here's the payment. Farewell to you, stranger.
Quite a view. Welcome, my friend. Are not the beauty and majesty of nature truly splendid? There is serenity here that cannot be found in the city. It is the ideal place to contemplate the secrets and mysteries of the cosmos. Just now, I was wondering why the Great Serpent chose the form that he did. Why not a bird, or a groat, or some other creature? Why not a woman, or a man, or a child? Of course, it's folly to think that I, a lowly mortal, could even begin to grasp the mind of the divine. And yet, a curious mind cannot be stilled. It will seek answers. A kindred spirit, then. Wonderful. Let us share a brief meditation in celebration of this meeting. Now close your eyes and breathe in deeply. Be calm. Do you feel that? It is the presence of the Great Serpent, omnipotent and all-seeing. Such divine communion purifies us and makes us strong. You may think this is a chance meeting, but I know the truth. The Great Serpent has a plan for us all, my friend, and this encounter is a part of it. A tantalizing question. For what purpose has the Great Serpent brought you to me? Do you bring news from the city? Or do you perhaps come in search of wisdom? Is this meeting a turning point in my life? And you are the agent of that change? I have no doubt that a great revelation awaits me. So Lijana has at last found a new courier. Great Serpent be praised. This package of dried and salted groat's meat will sustain me in my contemplations. So captivated am I by the serpent's mysteries, I sometimes go days without remembering to eat. I know it's customary to pay upon receipt, but let me pose you this question. If we carry out the will of the Great Serpent, is that not the greatest reward of all? Compared to such divine favor, The worth of a few credits is a mere pittance. Very well. But you should know that an obsession with material goods does harm to the soul. Here is your payment. Go in peace, my friend.
Go on now, get out of here. Thought you'd catch me unaware, did you? Thought I'd be easy prey? Unless you want a hole in the middle of your chest, you'd better turn around and start walking. I suppose you could have put a bullet in the back of my head easy enough. There's no end of trouble out here lately. We've got pirates and spacers circling like vultures looking for easy pickings. And that's to say nothing of those fanatics. Has the Great Serpent abandoned us? I don't know. Perhaps. Because the only thing that annoys me less than pestering strangers is my work. Machines and structures don't waste my time with stupid questions. I don't believe you. I know the courier well, and you are not him. Tell me the name of the person who sent you, and prove that you are not a liar. You don't know, do you? You probably killed the courier, and now you're here to rob me. Either answer my question, or by the serpent, I'll make you regret coming here. Fine, so you're telling the truth. I won't apologize for my manner. Trust does not come easily for me in these dark days. That, and the constant pain in my back makes me poor company. I know. I fix machines because they don't try to start a conversation. I prefer the quiet. But now, at last, my medicine has arrived. The serpent knows I've gone too long without it. No doubt he hears my loud swearing when I struggle to get out of my bed every morning. I needed it many days ago. But that is not your fault.
E é isso aí, pessoal. Depois de ter feito ali as 3 entregas, a missão é completada. E é isso aí. Bem tranquila de fazer. Beleza, pessoal, pra gente iniciar ali a próxima missão aqui do vídeo, estamos na entrada da cidade, onde a gente pousa ali a nave, tá? No espaço porto. E agora a gente vai aqui, ó, pra direita, tá? Onde vai ter uns guardas e a gente vai escutar uma discussão ali.
Leave or ahead. You're not welcome here.
I am growing tired of this. A few months ago, I would have made you all regret treating me this way.
Say that again. Go on then. Keep making your threats.
Save your bullets, damned fool. I am going. What is it? You are the one who spoke with Nasko Varun. And you wish to speak with me. You misunderstand. No one in Dazra speaks with me, or even acknowledges my existence. If they do, it is with scorn. And yet, here you are, speaking with me as if I were a person. Which begs the question, what do you want with me? Who sent you? I am not welcome in Dazra. Guards demanding my removal is about the only acknowledgement I garner. The details of that commotion, however, do not presently concern you. If that is true, we should continue this conversation elsewhere. Meet me at my shack outside of Dazra. You cannot miss it.
Zealots cannot be trusted. This one is no different.
We will get to know each other well, just not here. My home is away from prying eyes and judgment. I do not wish for people to disparage you for associating with me. Good. I look forward to having a real conversation. First one in months.
Beleza, pessoal, a gente inicia então a missão, né? Temos aí uma localização para ir e conversar com ele também.
You have come. Please, sit with me, so that we may continue our prior conversation. Sure. Not much of a home, but I have no alternatives at the moment. Then, let us rectify that now. Please, sit. Thank you. I am not very accustomed to having discussions, at least not yet. I used to simply give demands, orders, ultimatums, and old habits die hard. Tell me, does the name Kozlov mean anything to you? Many people who heard that name do not live long enough to hear it again. Kozlov is what those in Dazra would refer to as a zealot. A brutal, sadistic one at that. His love of violence has eclipsed any supposed dedication to the Serpent's crusade. He kills simply because he enjoys it. And I was his right-hand man. 3 months ago, I gave up that life, swearing to never go back.
A zealot does not give up that life. That is not how it works.
I am living proof that it is possible. You deserve to know who you are speaking to, and it is no secret. The people of Dazra refuse to speak to me due to my past. And who can blame them? As painful as it is, I do understand them. But I hope to one day earn their trust. I understand your suspicion. I am probably the only one of my kind. Reformed zealots simply do not exist. And yet, here I am. I was not expecting such a muted response. I do not know if that makes me feel good or bad. My new life, as short as it has been, has not been easy. All I want is a new start. To forget who I was, what I have done. When you become haunted by the ghosts of countless dead, people who have died violently by your hand, you begin to worry about what awaits you on the other side. I have ended so many innocent lives. Many times in ways I refuse to speak of. And every time, Kozlov was there. Laughing. Cheering. I realize now that it was not the Great Serpent I sought approval from, but of him. To think I have done such horrible things to be accepted by a wicked man like him. It sickens me. And yet, for reasons I do not understand, I viewed him as my brother for most of my life. Sometimes I still think of him in that way. It is not as simple as that. The people of Dazra do not trust me. I am exile, doomed to spend the rest of my life in this shack, waiting for Kozlov to eventually come for me. There is only one way to truly move on. Kozlov and his zealots have taken refuge on Verun Kai. They will come for me in time when I least suspect it, and I will not stand a chance against them alone. Which is why you and I will strike first and wipe them out. Together, we may stand a chance. With Kozlov and his zealots made dust by our hands, the people of Dazra will see that I truly am reformed, and I can finally begin my life anew. Of course, I am desperate, and I am selfish. Is it so wrong to be? Am I supposed to just wither and die as a hermit in this sloughing shack? Maybe that is all I deserve. But that is not what I want. I refuse to go back to what I was. And I will do whatever it takes, if it means I can start living again. I have many spoils left over from my life as a zealot. I am capable of paying you very handsomely if you do this with me. If we survive, of course. Good! Yes! You are doing a good thing. We both are. Now, meet me at this location as soon as you are able. Be prepared for a fight. Politics, fear, even hope. It is a complicated subject. In case you are unaware, the people you know as zealots were once House Malin, one of the noble houses in Dazra. Opinions of zealots vary in Dazra. Most are distrusting and fearful, but others are sympathetic. And I am sure some even hope that one day House Malin will return to Dazra. To some, violently removing a zealot could be seen as raising a hand against a noble house. As I said, it is a complicated subject. Much easier to just ignore me and hope the problem goes away. My belief in the Great Serpent has not changed, but my commitment to the Serpent's crusade is no more. I have meditated on this for quite some time, but I believe that the Great Serpent afflicted me with guilt as punishment for straying from the Serpent's crusade. I was following Kozlov, not him, but from that guilt came a reckoning for my past actions, and I have lost the will to continue the crusade. I suppose now I am an accursed myself. Of course not. I am not sure of anything. but I have no other options. Once I do this, there is no going back. This will be seen by zealots as an act of blatant heresy. There will be no chance of reconciliation, and I will become a dead man walking to them. If that does not convince the people of Dazra of my conviction, my earnestness in leaving that life behind, then nothing will. All right? He never did. When I approached him about my newfound crisis of conscience, he kept me under constant surveillance. One night, when the others were asleep, I fought my guards and barely escaped. Undoubtedly, Kozlov is prideful, and leaving the crew is the greatest dishonor anyone has ever dared to commit against him. He killed many of our crew for much lower offenses. As much as his zealots respect him, they also fear him. But what would they have to fear if it was acceptable to leave him? It is only a matter of time until Kozlov comes and makes an example out of me. There is a small but important distinction between Kozlov and other zealots. A zealot, brutal as he may be, kills in the name of the Serpent's crusade. They kill those they deem not worthy of the Great Serpent. Kozlov, despite his bluster and phony piety, kills in the name of killing. He simply enjoys it. And a zealot with a bloodlust is a very dangerous thing. Many zealots, all willing to die in order to protect Kozlov. We must both be prepared for a great amount of bloodshed. And, obviously, there will be Kozlov himself. He will keep his most powerful warriors close to him. This will not be an easy fight. On your way, then.
Beleza, então a gente vai encontrar ele aí numa localização do mapa, pois teremos uma exploração pra fazer junto dele ali também, né? Só mostrar aqui pra vocês. Deixa eu ver, o bagulho é longe, hein? Vamos lá.
This is the place. Are you ready? One thing. Kozlov will want to talk before he tries to kill us. He has always been theatrical, like a predator playing with its food. Do not listen to his lies. The time has come. Let us spill some blood.
Beleza, né? Então, vamos lá. Ele vai acompanhar a gente aí nessa exploração. Pera aí que eu tava jogando um jogo ali que você só aperta o botão, a mira já abre. Aí me ferrou aqui agora, né? Porque do Starfield eu tenho que segurar o mouse ali. Ixi, já vi que vai dar problema. Que eu me acostumei, mas beleza, acontece. Pegar o que tiver de bom aqui. E a gente vai ter que agora, né, aproveitar e entrar ali nessa exploração pra começar lá também. E vamos lá, né, na moralzinha. Não sei se a área vai ser grande ou pequena também, né? A gente vai ter que descobrir isso aí agora. Não vai dar pra ir por aqui, porque a porta ali tá zoada, né? Possivelmente seja a saída também, né? Tem esse detalhe. Tem um padrão aqui que a gente vê muito aí na área... nas áreas, né? Do Starfield. Onde a gente vê umas portas ali que normalmente elas, né, funcionam. Só que aí tá com o mecanismo ali quebrado. É a saída. Vou na moralzinha olhando aqui pra ver se tem alguma coisa. Eu acho que eu já eliminei os inimigos tudo dessa área aqui. Então a gente vai dar uma geralzinha também. É bom, né? Ó, um códice aqui.
Winner takes all is the phrase, is it not? Enough cargo, and there will be guards to watch over it.
É, realmente, não teve nada de interessante ali, não. Já vamos prosseguindo para a próxima área, né? Vendo o que vai dar isso aqui. Tem umas portas aí na direita. Eu vou aproveitar para entrar nelas também, né? Já que a gente vai vir aqui só uma vez nessa área mesmo. Então é legal a gente sempre fazer uma exploraçãozinha mais completa possível aí também. Pelo jeito aqui é um banheiro. Então normalmente não vai ter muita coisa não. Só olhando ali com calma pra ver se não tem nenhum códice. Mas já deu pra reparar pelo menos que uma parte ali do que o cara falou é verdade, né? Que os malucos é brutal mesmo, é mesmo. Agora vai ter uma leva de inimigo ali. Vamos ver se eu consigo visualizar alguém. Eu vi uma cabeça passando ali, né? Mas... será que deu? Não deu, não. Ah, ele correu bem na hora que eu ia ver ele. Filha da mãe. Caralho, o bagulho passou bem na orelha dele. Aí é foda. Só falta mais um no mapa agora pra gente liberar ali a exploração do lugar, né? Opa, correu pro outro lado. Já era. Vamos dar uma geralzinha na área. Pelo jeito já acabou ali os inimigos daqui. Então a gente sempre olha aí pra ver se tem algo de interessante pra levar também, né? Coisa que eu duvido muito, mas faz parte.
any opportunity to prove to each other how devoted they are. How pathetic.
Já viram alguém aqui?
Let us finish this.
Cara, a André já passou bem na hora que eu fui atirar. Vai, filho, levanta aí. Porra, arranquei as duas orelhas ali, hein? Puta merda.
Disgusting.
Só falta um. Já era. Área limpa. Mesma coisa. Vamos dar uma geralzinha. Olhar ao redor aqui. Tem um computador. Tem algumas informações padrão. Vou deixar aí na tela pra vocês. Quem quiser dar uma lida com calma, só ir pausando o vídeo. Já vou aproveitar e liberar um robô ali também, né? Poderia ter feito isso antes, mas de boa.
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers. They are one step away from living like animals in cages.
Pelo menos o objetivo não tá muito longe da gente, não. Cartão de acesso ali, tranquilo, a gente já conseguiu obter. Possivelmente é da porta onde tá o cara ali. Mais um códice aqui. Olha o cartão aqui de novo. Tem 2 cartões, beleza. Pelo jeito, é só a gente seguir o caminho aqui então. Não tem muito o que fazer.
Rahim! Oh, how great of you to visit. It has been far, far too long. And this accursed is... What is this? Your friend? Pet?
We come bringing death, Kozlov. Your time is up.
Great serpents, thanks. Are you not happy to see me? We were practically brothers just a few months ago. So rude. So accursed. You and Orahim, you've slaughtered my brethren in the name of what, exactly?
Enough, Kozlov. You will speak to me only.
Who? It seems to me that Orahim is afraid of what I may say. Terrified, petrified of me revealing his true nature to you, accursed. I am sure he went on and on about how evil I am. How it was I that forced him to commit horrible atrocities, whatever those may be. All of it merely a deflection. Orahim was the most brutal out of all of us. He had a lust for blood that was legendary. Oh, I wish you could have seen him in his prime.
Beleza, né? Aqui a gente já pode atacar diretão, né? Mas vamos seguindo ali pelos diálogos.
Oh, I never knew honesty to be one of Orahim's virtues. I remember many times he would lie to win over the trust of an accursed before stabbing them in the back. Literally. So he has told you everything, including the incident where he immolated the crew of a hauler one by one? Or what of the time he...
Enough! I need no reminders of what I have done. I relive those scenes every day. I see ghosts every night. I am cursed. The past cannot be changed. But your death, Kozlov, will serve as some small penance.
Ooh, poor Orahim. Oh, boo-hoo. It seems having a conscience is such a heavy burden. This is all quite pathetic, really. I can forgive your betrayal, but what I cannot abide is your stinking hypocrisy. You deliver death to my doorstep, and then speak to me of righteousness? This is heresy, damn it! I kill accursed in the Great Serpent's name, to feed the corpses of unbelievers to him, and I love it. I love it. I know what I am, what I kill for. But you are trying to be something you are not. A hero. And you decide to start your new life with yet more acts of violence against the very same that once adored you, no less? Against the true House Varun? You have not changed at all. Death is all you know, only now it seems everyone's a target. When did you become so pathetic? We used to idolize you. Now you are just... so boring. Listen now, accursed. You are Orahim's friend, so it falls on you to show him mercy. The poor fool. Oh, great serpent, he is so tortured. He wants so badly to forget what he's done, to live amongst those he has killed by the shipful a few months ago. Why not put him out of his misery? Whatever he is paying you for this charade, I will provide even greater compensation.
Do not try it.
We have come too far to turn on Orahim now.
I am not proposing that you trust me, but is it so wise to trust him? I have spent my whole life by his side. I understand his true nature. You do not. I am no idiot. I know that all of this was a misguided effort to gain the favor of the accursed in Dazra. But think, just think. Would you truly trust this man as your neighbor? Do you want to be the one responsible for unleashing a bone crest into a field of growths?
Do not listen to him.
To be frank, accursed, your death means little to me. It would not be amusing. But Orahim's, do you not understand how satisfying this is for me? How utterly poetic? Poor Orahim. so tormented by his past acts of violence that his only recourse is to massacre his former brethren with his new friend. His only friend. The only person who will dare speak to him. Your killing Orahim is a greater blow than I could ever deal. To come this far, only to be destroyed by the one person that provided some semblance of hope. To die knowing there was never any chance of redemption or acceptance or companionship. That, accursed, is something I am dying to see. If anything, I would be in your debt if you provide me with this amusement.
Do not listen to him.
Beleza, né? E aqui a gente tem aí escolhas, né? Então primeiro vamos trair o cara aqui pra ver como que vai ser o final eliminando ele. E aí depois a gente retorna nessa parte e segue por outros caminhos.
Ha! You're not as dumb as you look, accursed. You have chosen wisely.
Fool. Utter fool. At least tell me why. Why are you doing this? If that is what you truly believe, then let me prove you right. Your life ends here. This will be your last mistake.
Someone or something will clean up whatever's left behind.
Well, that was certainly an exciting show. And what a twist ending! You know, hard as it is to believe, I will miss him. Orahim was fun to have around, back when he was not a self-righteous bore. And, as much as I am sure he tried to convince you otherwise, I am a man of my word. Your credits. Oh, the pet is giving orders now. Calm yourself. You will not see me again. I will not linger long enough to smell the bodies. Now go. We are done here. Go on, go on. Let us see what you have to say to each other.
Please tell me you are not falling under his spell. Think. Just think, damn it! Why would I go through all of this just to turn zealot in Dazra? What I am doing now is heresy. I can never return to being a zealot after this. My only chance of survival now is to live peacefully in Dazra. If there is anything else, speak quickly. We mustn't keep our guard down long. Be realistic. I am but one man, but Kozlov has a squad of killers behind him. If you let him go, he will rebuild, and hundreds of lives will continue to be snuffed out. If you think me to be dangerous, fine, I may be. But do not let Kozlov fool you into thinking he is less of a threat.
Now really I must interrupt. We are getting quite bored of this. Make your decision, accursed. A sloughing pragmatist. You really are quite a loyal pet. Rahim has you on his leash, it seems. So let us just hurry things along then. Come now! The great serpent shall feast upon your bleeding, broken corpses! Ah, sloughing accursed. What are you doing here then? You are a hypocrite just like Orahim. Enough of this. The Great Serpent has given you a life where you could have been anything. And you have chosen to be a total idiot. Come now! The Great Serpent shall feast upon your bleeding, broken corpses! Oh, for the love of, how would you know that? You know Orachim for a few moments, and already you know more of his character than the ones who've spent their whole lives with him? This is no longer amusing. You've come to take my life, so let us finally have some fun, shall we? Come now! The Great Serpent shall feast upon your bleeding, broken corpses!
Basicamente, o diferencial aqui dos finais é um que você pode ali acabar atraindo o cara, né? Porque o resto, meu, basicamente vai dar em um combate final ali contra o inimigo, só alterando alguns diálogos ali, uma coisinha ou outra, né? Mas em relação ali a diferencial nos finais, a gente só tem dois, né? Que é a traição do cara ali, ou a gente, né, enfrentar ali o inimigo ajudando ele. Praticamente é isso aqui na missão, né? Aquele esquema, né, mano? Múltiplas escolhas pra, mano, finais iguais, basicamente, né? Só muda uma coisinha ou outra aqui em relação aos diálogos, mano. Não tem o que falar, mano. É uma bosta esse daqui, viu? Starfield tá foda.
Finally, it is done. With Koslov dead, the people of Dazra should finally see that I am a zealot no more. My ties to that life have been well and truly severed. I promised you payment. Here, take this. It is a key to a deposit in my shack. It is yours. All of it. Thank you. Really, thank you for everything. Go on now. I will stay here for a time to think and meditate. Hopefully, I will see you in Dazra.
Beleza, pessoal. E é isso aí. Completamos aí mais uma missão. Se der tudo certo ali pra ele, né? Vai aparecer lá na cidade e os caras vão aceitar ele. Porém, a missão já acabou, então, né? Não diz respeito a gente no momento. Bora dar uma geralzinha final aqui na área, só pra gente já sair dela e ver realmente se já não tem mais nada pra levar aqui. Tem esse pequeno detalhe aí também. Vai ter munição pra pegar, coisa boa. O baú final de exploração já está aqui. Tem um contrabando ali no canto. Deixa eu ver esse set aqui. Deixa ele aí mesmo. Olha o maluco enroscado na parede ali, ó. Não consegue sair daqui. Ah, beleza. Starfield é uma maravilha, né, mano? Não tem o que falar sobre isso. É maravilhoso, né? Porra, esse cara conseguiu fazer um jogo mais bugado do que um de 2012. E beleza, pessoal. E pra encerrar ali a parte da missão, né? A gente volta na casa do cara aqui. Porque a gente vai ter um cofre ali que requer uma chave que não temos no momento, tá? Depois ali, se eu encontrar na exploração, eu volto aqui. E aí, nesse cofre temos aí uma recompensa de 12 mil em créditos ali. Que é a recompensa que ele mesmo falou que teria aqui, né? Pra gente pegar, beleza? Se gostou, deixa o like, se inscreva no canal. Valeu, falou!